Hello everybody, and welcome to another Heroes of Wellspring City game. This one is Panic at the Afterparty. Um, so it. So our
Alright,
last.
gangs, you heard the DM. Time to panic.
Not quite yet. It's
Not
for
the
your
party yet,
characters.
you can't panic.
So our last game was the high school winter formal, and then as that ended, Brittney was hosting an after party at Bronson Tower, and some of the characters decided to head over to that. Um, Now Tailwind sort of fucked off into Ensville. So if you want to know what they're doing tonight, listen to the FPS while this is awkward. But everyone else, I think, is decided to check out the after party. So if you could all introduce yourselves top to bottom.
Well, hello. I'm Talatala, and I'm playing Brittney Megan Bronson, aka the host of tonight's after party.
Hostess with the mostess. A wonderful Wellsprings morning to you all. My name is Lordlyhour. I'm playing Cat for your pleasure this evening. It's actually this morning. It's probably your evening. But, dear friends, he is not, in fact, Cat today. He is in the guise of Party Guy.
We love Party Guy. Hello, I'm Katie, and I am constantly having to remind myself Lina does not know Brittney is Penumbra. I play Lina Noticia, or Carolina Noticia. Help.
There is no help. Hello, I'm Arthur. I will be playing Nikola N. And I'm Lina's +1.
Because you weren't invited. Were any of us invited, really? I think Party Guy was
Cat was.
technically. Yeah, Cat was.
How could
but
she not
not as
invite
Cat.
Party Guy?
Yeah. By default, Cat got to come because it wasn't Cat getting invited. But yeah, I'm still Verl. I'm still playing Shaun. We're mostly coming because Brittney really doesn't want us to be here and has to just deal with it. I love that like Cat has multiple hidden identities.
He lives. Man wears a mask in his day-to-days. You cannot tell me he does not immediately take up the opportunity to have a new secret identity the moment it is
Absolutely.
presented to him.
Anyway, what's this party like?
God, shit. What makes it? What do teenagers think is cool in a party?
I mean, I can give you the zillennial definition of what I think a party's like, even though I've never been to one.
I've been to one party and it involved me being the only sober person there hurting the drunk people, including one guy who really wanted to jump out a window.
Oh gosh, yeah, no,
God.
that sounds about right.
Well, there's
Underage drinking.
yeah, of course. The punch is spiked. And also
Not with marmalade.
no adult supervision unless you're like going outside of the designated like event space.
Yeah, I feel like occasionally a like catering staff person brings in a new tray of snacks, and that is the only time you see an adult in this room.
And then everybody who thinks party guy is this nebulous age.
Yeah,
Well,
everyone.
he's party guy. He's allowed in no matter what.
Party guy, the mascot of all parties.
Yeah. Party guy's not a narc. Who do you think he is? Not
Yeah, he's
party guy?
cool.
Yeah, the only the party I've been to was like one middle school dance, and I'm like, this is not for me.
We're really showing our chops as the kind of people who play D&D, aren't we?
Yeah, we're indoor kids.
We are.
I went
okay,
to
what else did
homeschool
Tina do?
prom at a at a hotel event hall.
I
Oh,
went to
Jesus.
church
I also
dances.
went to one of them.
And I went to church dances.
Hmm.
Man.
There's also like more sitting space. I don't know.
Yeah.
What
I
goes
can-
into a party?
So what I was
This
thinking,
feels like
unless
something we should maybe have planned in advance.
so what I was
We all thought
thinking,
we knew.
which Tala, you can override me on any aspect of this if you think it's not what Brittney would want. Um, so Bronson Tower has several event spaces for, political donor events and galas and whatnot.
Jesus.
So
Mm-hmm.
one of those rooms has been prepared, um, set up with, some tables along the side where people can sit, like a little buffet of snacks, some mood lighting, some music being played by like a DJ. I don't know. You know, basic generic party stuff. Brittney, who
Of
has been in the
course.
tower long enough, might recognize some of this stuff, like occasionally from other parties that have occasionally been hosted in the tower. Um, and this room is on the 7th floor, so you have like an okay view of the city. You're not looking straight into an alley, but not as nice as the penthouse, of course, but
Is Bronson Tower the tallest skyscraper in the city?
it is.
Cool.
It absolutely is.
Is it like
Like
in is it like in the center of the town too?
It is.
Do you think Bronson would suffer the blow to his ego that would let it be not?
I don't think so, but I wanted to confirm it.
you think the Bronson family would settle for anything less?
All I'm thinking is like, has anybody seen Gargoyles and how David Xanatos just fucking puts a castle on top of a skyscraper? I don't think Bronson would go that far, so to speak, but I'm just thinking about the ridiculous amount of level of how, like, probably blinged out this skyscraper is. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a statue of him on top.
He hasn't
Hey,
gone
it's
that far
tastefully,
yet.
it's a tastefully minimalist skyscraper, I imagine.
Yeah.
Rich
Mhm.
people stuff.
It's
I'm trying to
like
He gets to
imagine
the top of it.
Bronson being tasteful.
it's
Or minimal. He does not give me either of those vibes.
He's corporate rich. What are you guys talking about?
this is
True.
also
True, like,
an office building. Most of the floors here are offices and stuff like that. So
yeah.
there's
Yeah,
not
that too.
there's not like a giant statue of him. There might be like a little statue in the courtyard, but probably not.
Does it look like the Christus?
I was like, I am now picturing like, you know from the Superman cartoons is like the Daily Planet that has like a big planet on top of their building that like
yeah.
rotates. I'm imagining that, but Bronson's head.
Oh god, no.
Probably not.
No.
But
Putting some serious thought into this, it's just like the tallest and nicest building, and maybe has like Bronson Tower written really big on one side.
is it like a mix between like the Stark Tower and some I don't know. Would he do Art Deco stuff like the Empire State?
I don't know. I don't know architecture.
It's fine. I have thoughts. I might draw some sketches later.
It's just a
Hey,
sleek
DM,
corporate.
describe in excruciating detail the architecture of this man's power trip.
Hi, I love how we're just like, we don't know anything about dances, but let's get into specifics about architecture.
Okay.
I do think
Anyways, yeah, there's hmm. There is, of course, a far more extensive spread of snacks and foods and drinks. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Uh, and of course, a frankly better selection of music than the kind you get at a high school. Uh,
They can have swears.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, the DJ is actually like a professional DJ.
Yeah, who's being
Remix
paid
and
to be
swears.
there.
rather than someone's cousin who has aspirations and no skill.
Mhm.
But crucially, is cheap as fuck, so the school naturally hires them.
Does it for exposure.
And hmm.
All I can imagine is poor Lina like, ah, yes, nothing is wrong.
This is just a normal ass party with like good food, good music. The lighting is also professionally done and not
Is it
funded
bisexual?
by. Hold on.
There are lasers and probably also a fog machine, just because there
Yes,
should
it
always
is.
be a fog machine.
Oh,
Bisexual lighting.
a fucking course. There's lasers and fog machines. Some of uh you can actually like if you ask the DJ nicely, you can get to play around with the lasers.
Oh, hell yeah.
And by ask nicely, presumably you mean be Brittney.
Well, I mean, if you're high enough on the social ladder, you can get laser privileges.
Brittney
Just
or friends with Brittney.
just imagine like tech crew style, someone improving light show with cat party guys dancing.
Oh, party guy automatically gets laser privileges.
Brittney here this entire time, just like scaling, because she knows who Party Guy is. No one would believe her, but
she, if she doesn't if it seems like she's like not giving party guy the right treatment, people are gonna ask questions like, "Damn, Brittney, are
exactly,
you saying you don't like party guy?" She has. Yeah, this is a
exactly.
delicate social situation.
This is just training for when she's CEO. You know,
Yeah,
sometimes you got to make nice with someone you can't stand in order for your thing to work.
yeah, and she's like, and it's not just party guy she's managing. She has to like, because there's like different equally popular cliques who also go to the after party, and she needs to make sure that like, okay, uh I okay, those that trio fucking hates the people on the cheerleading team. I should make sure they uh I should try and steer them away from their little corner, this and that. She needs to make sure that the atmosphere stays fun and it does not fall into chaos.
She is mixing and mingling and introducing people who won't hate each other to one another, and also
Mhm.
blockading things. You know, playing the perfect hostess.
Wine
While
and
also,
dining for teenagers.
Pretty much.
listen, if you can handle a drunk raver full of teenagers, you can handle a boring corporate meeting.
Mm-hmm.
This will be the hardest her teenage years will be filled with the hardest social most difficult social maneuvers she'll ever have to pull. Like after this, corporate will be a breeze.
Just like she's winning at social engineering. She's going into hard mode, and then like after this, she gets to retire into corporate terrorism.
Brittney is diplomatic in every situation except with the other people of this party, like D&D party.
She has her. Listen, she's playing the role of good hostess, but if you guys give her any reason to get you kicked out, she will take it.
Lina, who's technically popular.
Yeah.
Well, Lina technically doesn't know either, but
Lina doesn't know.
like she's wary about her as well. If you guys are caught on the fucking cameras and sneaking into places you're not supposed to be.
I'm just imagining like her catching Cat, and she's just like, "Cat, get out," and he does, and then just walks back in as party guy.
She can't do anything about that, can she? Is
She
she gonna
cannot.
be the one to kick out party guy? I mean,
Party Oh my gosh. I just wish anyone had incited on Brittney when she was had robot injuries, but no, so we can't even talk about that.
I mean, Cat knows something, and Nikola knows something from Cat, but they haven't sat down about it yet.
No.
And
And
Talist is or Tailwind is learning something later tonight. But that
Oh.
can't come up as part
Oh.
of this game.
Huh?
I'm still listening to that FPS later.
Have you not listened to the FPS?
Me, not yet. I had things happen.
I always forget to listen to the FPSs. I'm just like, yes, I'm going to do that today, and then I don't.
The FPSs are so good.
I know, I've listened to one or two, and it's just like, yes, this is super useful information. This is very cool. And it's like, my brain is like, yes, but it's almost a podcast, and you're bad at those, he said. On a
Well-
podcasty thing.
There is also the wiki, but I do recommend listening to the FPS. A lot of important stuff has gone down in FPSs.
Yeah.
In the meantime, before we derail too much, I kind of want to make Brittney roll something for socially handling all these people, just to see like how much of her focus it's taking. Like,
Okay.
I don't know what it is. Like persuasion, maybe.
Probably just a flat charisma check.
That works
I
too.
could. Yeah, I could do like.
That's her spellcasting modifier, isn't it?
It is.
Good for her.
I think Lina's like my one charisma character.
I've yet to play a
usually
charisma character.
I usually play clerics.
All right, let's see. Huh? Oh wait. Hold on. Sister's calling.
Mhm.
Sorry. It's a mood.
Yeah, sort of. I normally play characters who are like, they try for charisma and have really low charisma modifiers, because that's my favorite kind of character.
And then there's Party Guy. I love Party
Again-
Guy as like a cryptid figure of Wellspring City.
Urban
sorry about
legend.
that.
If your party is
Hmm.
cool enough, party guy will just show up.
He'll manifest from a smoke cloud.
Okay. Let's see. If I use like, if I make use of mutant abilities, can I get advantage?
Sure.
Yippee.
Social engineering by way of brain reading.
That would
This
make
is-
it a lot
this-
easier, I bet.
It does. Let me tell you, it does. Wait, wrong command.
Mhm.
Oops. I got too used to Vray. 20 plus
Perish.
5.
Nikola,
wow.
watch with great
21.
interest.
Second roll. Okay, yeah, 21.
8.
Yeah, that sure beats an 8. So yeah, I'll say Brittney is pretty easily keeping an eye on the goings on of the party and making sure everything goes smoothly pretty easily. Um everybody else, how's it going? I want to say like Brittney is probably one of the first people to show up at Bronson Tower, and then other people trickle in. Um, the lobby is pretty much empty at this time of night, except for like one person behind the desk. Um,
Can Nikola try to I feel like this is stretching the bounds of what they can do Zen, so tell me no. But can they
no.
make a mental group? All right, never mind.
I'm kidding. You said tell me no, so no.
I'm
I had
also
to take the chance for the joke.
I was yes, anyway.
Sorry. Continue.
Thank you. Can they try to set up like a mental group chat with everyone where everyone can just kind of
DMs, but in the brain.
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah.
can they open mental Discord?
I mean,
You can, as long as everyone stays relatively close to each other. You have done this
so
before,
we're getting the
so you can do
Animorphs
it again.
vibes in then. Nice.
You warning Lina?
Yeah, they are. Yes.
She has trauma! Unbeknownst to her, from someone in this room. I'm never getting over that.
God.
Damn, that's unfortunate.
I
Skill
know.
issue.
Did you just get good me?
Yeah, just don't get your mind just don't be
Braided.
vulnerable to psychic damage.
Stop getting mind fucked. How dare you?
Yeah. Just get good.
Just get good.
Buy me a mind dinner before you mind fuck me next time.
Sorry, I'm dead.
GG.
Well,
Before my voice goes too high that it's unintelligible.
Anyways, everyone, Lina gets a warning, and then everyone feels them being pulled into a group chat. Nikola
I'm
says
just-
the title. What the fuck are we doing?
I'm just imagining the Discord ringtone just playing in the back of their brain.
I feel like, can I make a charisma check for Lina? Just to see how she's doing?
for like socially at the party?
Yeah, just in general, because she did see Penumbra.
Sure. I mean, like recovering from seeing Penumbra, I feel like would be like a wisdom check or a wisdom save or something versus charisma.
I wanted to see,
but
yeah, I wanted to see how well she was faking it, but I'll do Wiz.
yeah, I mean, in that case, charisma makes sense if it's like also about like how she's socializing and putting on a good face. But
Yeah.
that could be like deception too.
Could Nikola take the help action?
I mean,
So
I'll
rolled a
say
7.
7.
It's +3, so actually that's a 10. I forgot to add the plus. I'm so
Yeah.
used to negatives.
I mean, I think that's still like even at a 10, like people can tell Lina is, you know, not quite as cheery as she normally like she's probably like plenty happy for a normal person, but she's not up to Lina levels of
Yeah, actually, that's
chipper.
a good point. This entire after party just saw like the wall get destroyed at school. How are they
Well,
doing? Is Allison
Not-
here?
Not all of them noticed. So you guys and like 5 other people know that there was a
Traumatized.
monster attacking the school.
Yeah, is goss spreading?
I feel like roll perception or investigation.
Is that everyone?
If you want to find out if people are talking about the monster, yes. Anyone who wants
Absolutely.
to find that out. Ooh,
What the fuck?
so that's a nat 1 for
Yep.
Lina. I'm gonna say that's probably because Lina is spending all her energy trying to come across as, hello fellow classmates, I did not just have a traumatizing encounter with a psychic monster that fucked up my mind.
Hi, I'm totally fine and normal. I'm Lina. Hello, fellow youths.
I am just a normal, happy teenage girl with no significant trauma or secrets.
Oh no.
And then Nikola rolled a 20. Makes sense considering they also read minds, and they can tell that uh rumor has already started to spread about what happened. Some people clearly got like a really twisted version of the story of events, because some people are like, oh wow, a monster attacked the school, and some people are like, oh wow, like dragon attacked the school, and some people are like, oh wow,
Party guy.
like a secret military army attacked the school. Like some people have like a really weird idea of what went on, but I think at this point probably at least 60% of the people in this room know that something happened.
Is this
Very few of them
perception?
know accurately what happened, but
Is this a perception roll?
yes.
Earnest
What
question.
the
27.
fuck?
Oh my gosh. Earnest question. Does anybody think that party guy oh-ya'd through the wall?
There are probably at least a couple people that think that's what he disappeared to try to do, and it didn't work.
I can't believe Party Guy destroyed the wall. So cool. Fuck school.
He was trying to bring the house down.
Kat somehow got a 27 even higher than Nikola, so I'm trying to figure out how to justify that given that Kat cannot read the thoughts out of people's minds and somehow did better. But
Cat is Party
Kat
Guy.
is party guy. People are telling him everything. They're like, hey man, did you
Exactly.
hear about this? Can you believe that, like...
Bro, my parents got divorced. I'm super sad.
Party guy, can you tell me if I will have a happy future?
Party guy, do you think the moon landing is real?
Okay, then may I make the suggestion that Nikola may be able to read the thoughts of others, but Party Guy has the confidence of drunk teenage girls.
And
You know the
others.
sort. They're just like, "Hi, you're my best friend now. Would you like to know where I buried the bodies?"
Did you know that Tiffany totally stole my locker combination?
God.
Cat like the next day keeping everyone's secrets. He knows now. He has all of the secrets of the school. There's like 7 fucking like different secret organizations in this school, and he's privy to all of them.
He lives in the vents.
I mean, yeah, he was already privy to all of them, but
Like you mean he's
Damn it, I forgot about the soundboard.
Cat is just incredibly well connected like, even when he's not being party guy.
He's the cryptid of Wellspring City in multiple facets. He's vent man and party guy.
He's like Wellspring City has like 7 cryptids, and here's 3 of them.
And then there's perspicuity.
But
Gosh.
yeah, Nikola copy pastes that 60% of the people in this party know that something's up into the mental group chat, and it's just like, all right, what's our game plan today?
Lina's just like, fake it till we make it.
Holds her hand.
She's not crying. She's fine.
Holds her hand.
She's got to keep up appearances.
She can hold hands with her, like, boyfriend date without that ruining appearances. It's fine. That's a normal thing to do.
Trying to dance and hold a hand as she's just like, it looks like she's deflating slowly, but like, no, I got this.
Nicola's very tempted to be like, well, I think it's like, yes, time to make out, and then just pull her into a closet to let her just decompress.
She will just face down melt with a puddle of tears.
God, that's like that's a mental image for when they leave the closet. Just like, oh boy, we're going to do makeouts now, and then they come back out and she's just like coated in her own tears, visibly
Oh,
has been
no.
crying.
Fuck.
It's just like rumors going around. Wow, apparently Nikola is a fucking awful kisser.
Oh gosh, no, she has
Girl,
her,
what happened in that closet?
She has a cosplay repair kit. She can fix the mascara. Lina just like, I'm gonna put the mask back on one moment.
Oh yeah, masquerade mask. That would sure help.
Yeah, she's just like, it's fine. I'm just gonna put this back on so nobody sees my tears. I'm Evan.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. What does Cat learn?
God, what doesn't Cat learn?
I mean, here's a lot of different versions of rumors of what went on, and also miscellaneous other teen gossip.
Really quick, is Allison here?
I feel like she is. Like, she took some pictures around the school grounds, but like once the party ended, everyone sort of had to leave, so she's here. She is probably like in one corner talking with some other people from the paper, not super engaged in the party, because there's big news.
Oh gosh, does she try to talk to Lina? Because Lina's technically in charge of the paper.
I feel like she keeps sending glances at Lina, but sees that Lina is with Nikola and is like, okay, well, I won't interrupt them on their date. Like, she has enough manners to, like, not butt into that, but she does keep looking over at Lina.
My mind out of nowhere is just like, is she jealous of Nick? Because I'm shipping trash.
Oh no!
I'm gonna say no.
You are wise. Also, looking at this tower directory,
Yeah.
I can totally see a horde of drunk teenagers being very easily directed to go, like, anywhere in the building.
Please
Oh
tell
my
me that
God.
there's a pool somewhere and somebody gets pushed into it. Like, okay, has anybody seen It's a Wonderful Life where somebody opens up the floor of the gymnasium and everybody falls into the pool? Thank
Hmm.
you.
I have not.
It's a
Uh,
fun movie.
if there was a pool, it would have to be on the first floor.
They're just like a. I just imagine there also being somewhere like a roof pool.
Yeah.
The thing with roof pools is the water in a pool weighs an incredible amount. So it would be nice to have a roof pool, but it's not super practical.
That's understandable. Yeah, floor pool makes sense. There's definitely teenagers trying to sneak into the pool.
There's no pool, there's just a fountain, and people are just jumping in that.
Honestly, yes, that sounds more accurate. I feel like Bronson
Yeah.
wouldn't necessarily have a pool unless it's something that Brittney hounded him for years ago. But there would be a
Brittney
big
has a
fountain.
balcony pool.
Can Brittney swim?
Huh.
I feel
Wait,
like
hold
she's
on.
waterproof.
She's waterproof,
Well,
but does she
was
sink?
waterproof.
Does she know how to swim? Is the question though.
Does she sink? She's been swimming since ever?
Asking the real
She-
questions here.
Golly, when she was a kid, you could barely keep her out of the water.
Hashtag Lina.
does I
God.
don't think Brittany would be the kind of kid who'd like swimming.
Oh my gosh, what if she sinks? Somebody push her in a pool.
In that case, yeah, there is no pool. There is like a large fountain. I feel like in the lobby of the building. You know how malls sometimes have those big fountains in the middle? There's one of
Yeah, it's a
those.
centerpiece.
Yeah.
Could she just walk across the river on the bottom?
Probably.
I have so many questions that will not be answered
They won't be answered in this episode.
this episode. Brittney doesn't even know what the fuck.
Brittney doesn't
Okay,
know
but,
what.
like-
I feel like Brittney knows she's a robot at this point, right?
Well, yeah, but does she know that she sinks?
Has she been testing her own buoyancy?
And I don't think she thought of that.
Yeah.
So, actually, that raises a question. Like, my high school, brought us to, like, pools to be like, so learn to swim, you scrubs. I nearly drowned like 3 times. I love swimming, I'm just terrible at it.
I can keep my head above water for an extended period of time.
I can't. I've
It's
been
not-
swimming all my life.
It's not graceful, but I can survive.
I feel like what I will say on this, the high school has a pool, but I feel like swimming is not required. The pool is there for
Ah.
the swimming team, and like there's probably some sort of club or extracurricular group you can join if you're not good enough at swimming for the swimming team to like use the pool. But like the
Water
normal gym
Pilates.
class never like shoves everyone in and says, "Hey, everyone is swimming today."
Good.
I really want to see that happen, though.
That would be hilarious. Brittney, I guess I'm sinking.
Guess I'll sink
Well,
then.
you'd assume she'd go to one of those lame ass swimming
I'm sorry,
lessons.
I'm just imagining her like supine on the bottom of the pool.
Like,
Family Guy pose, bottom of the pool.
honestly, it is actually honestly a really fucking cartoony image, just imagining her standing on the bottom of the pool, arms crossed, like perfectly unaffected by the water
This
at
is
all.
Bullshit.
Just like arms crossed, tapping her foot.
So we know she has to. Sorry, we shouldn't get into this.
It
So, anyways, what are you guys doing at the party?
Yeah.
Lina's slowly melting.
Cat is in the role of party guy.
I think Nikola is starting to look for ways to break containment. And they're pretty, like, in the mental group chat, they're just like, hey Cat,
Yes.
how do you feel about causing a ruckus?
Like, he doesn't respond in words, it's just the mental feeling of, like, big smile.
You know, like a cha-cha line, or, you know, something that'll get most of the people in this room out of this room having fun in different parts of the tower.
Okay, can you imagine him just breaking a broom and being like, impromptu limbo?
You know what? That's exactly what he does.
Where do you find the broom? It doesn't matter.
Hammer space. He can have one in hammer space. You would have to roll hammer space for it.
Let's roll.
It's a 1d10.
1d10, okay.
I was like, 12. That doesn't seem right.
He's got big
7.
pockets.
Look, party guy is a entity unto himself.
You're trying to
It's-
tell party guy what to do? For shame.
For shame. Party guy is better than all of us. Party guy knows the better mayor.
So 7 does it, and Cat pulls out a broomstick. Do you want to roll persuasion to see how many people you get involved in limbo?
Will do. Can I get advantage for party guy?
Sure.
He the hype man. Sorry, this makes me think about how like Britain's Got Talent, that guy won just by being a hype man with like vests.
Don't
Brittney's
know
Got Talent is what I heard.
Brittney's
Same.
got talent. She can sink.
It's the
Come on.
Wellspring City version.
Mhm.
13 or 12?
Do you have any modifier on that, or is it just flat?
No.
Ah,
Cat's charisma is 0.
13.
But you're party guy right now.
I feel like, so what does Cat say to try to get people involved in doing limbo?
Like, nothing. He just props up to, like, he grabs some stuff, props up the broomstick, and starts doing limbo. That's it.
Mhm.
Maybe the DC's just love for party guy.
I will say what you get like a fair few people at the party participating in limbo, like maybe a dozen. But, you know, a lot of these people are wearing fancy clothes that they maybe don't want to get on the ground or can't move that well in. So it's not going over quite as well as you'd hoped.
That's fair.
May I roll a whiz save for Lina just to see how she doing?
Sure, yeah.
She's not doing well, but she can still kind of think. Can she try to moonwalk underneath? Because, like, you know it's well above her head.
Yes.
Yeah, so
You can roll.
Lina just walks under the pole. Cat has to fucking snap himself backwards, essentially.
You can roll acrobatics or performance.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna. Who's higher? Oh, I actually have good performance. Okay, let's do that. I know what I'm doing. I know how to use whatever device I'm using.
12.
Ooh, party guy is not doing great at limbo. Not doing terribly though.
I got a
Okay.
14.
Yeah, party guy has got to bend over quite a bit. I feel like getting
She's too
all of
short.
getting all of that height under the pole for party guy is like a bit of effort, but given Cat's like rubber hose art style, at least he manages to make it look flashy and cool as he struggles to do it. And Lina definitely can uh walk under the pole. The moonwalk kind of doesn't work out as well as you'd hoped. I get the feeling it's like carpeted floors versus like slick wood or something, so your feet don't slide as much as you hoped.
Oh, that's gonna be so sticky in the morning.
Oh no.
Like
Ah.
rip to the fucking catering staff. Or not catering,
Janitorial.
yes, that thank you.
Mhm. Oh well.
Here's the question: does Brittney limbo?
It's a good question. Brittney.
No.
Does
Hmm.
Nick limbo?
I mean, Nick will attempt to limbo.
Does
See.
Shaun limbo?
What have we been rolling? Is it performance?
Acrobatics.
Performance or acrobatics?
I said performance is an option because specifically Lina wanted to moonwalk. You can roll performance as well if your acrobatics is not good, but
Lina
it'll
ain't
mostly
tall.
be like how flashy
She
you
didn't
make it.
have to bend. Yeah.
Mhm. I think I heard 8. Was that a roll or
I haven't rolled yet.
okay?
Yeah. What's Shaun doing?
11. Jesus.
He has nothing to do with this.
Sean's too cool to limbo. Or at least would prefer everyone to believe he was too cool to limbo.
Shaun's still wearing his mask of bird beakness, a la death mask in the corner looming.
Mhm. Imagine him trying to limbo under, but the mask catches the bar.
For
Oh, no.
Lina, the bar is low, despite it actually not being. I make a horrible joke and walk away. Alright, is Nikola trying to breach containment in order
Verl
to get
has-
access to the rest of the building?
Hang on, Verl has backed up my joke about trying to do limbo and hitting the mask on the pole and then apparently just collapsing to the floor. So I guess that settles Shaun being out of commission a little bit while Verl is AFK.
Don't worry. There's a room. There's a designated room for the injured and passed out.
Cat examines, Sean's unconscious body, gets someone to, like, try and move him, and, like, while that's happening, moves the limbo pole, like, 3 feet to the right.
Yeah, just hit the second he hits the floor, like a group of staff come, just scurry in, and just whisk him away to the first aid room.
God,
Dragged.
It's probably like a neighboring room that's just got the lights very low and has a hard floor so that it's easier to clean up.
Oh no.
The drunk
Just
tank.
lay him down on
Oh,
a
no.
cot, turn him on his side. They'll keep an eye on him.
Maybe put like there's like a big bowl next to each cot.
Oh no. Oh gosh. Yeah. So, I think Lena's gonna try to talk to Allison unless somebody does anything else.
Hmm.
Oh, author has muted, so I will assume Nikola is not doing anything for the next couple minutes, so
Also
Uh.
hit the bar.
I'm just picturing Nikola just like examining the limbo bar, trying to figure out what's going on.
How does one bend in this direction?
Like that's probably
They
not
are
what
not
they're
a rubber
doing,
hose.
but
They are UPA.
they are. Oh. But yeah, if Lina wants a chance to go talk to Allison while I try to remember what kind of voice I gave Allison.
I think it was just like, oh gosh, like generic.
Allison's whole shtick is that she never speaks in the same voice twice.
It's really common in Wellspring City, actually. It's like a whole accent.
Hey. I try to be consistent with most of these
Oh
people.
no, you are trying to give you an out, Zen.
Okay.
We're not being mean, we're trying to be kind.
So I'm guessing like go ahead.
Yeah, no, she's just gonna try to like casually dance over to Allison. Because Allison this entire time has been like, Lina.
Yeah, and Allison like perks up as Lina gets closer. And Lina probably recognizes a couple other people that work on the paper in the same corner that Allison has been talking to. And Allison is like, Lina, did you hear about the thing that happened at the dance?
Gosh, here's the thing. Do I say she does or do I say she doesn't? What's more in character? I think she's gonna go with. I mean, I heard a little bit about it. Do you know more?
Yes. So there was this freaky weird monster like trying to break down the wall outside the gym. I got pictures.
Oh, I heard it might have been Party Guy. What do you know?
She like hands over the camera for Lina to look through like the camera roll of pictures she took.
Lina trying to be chill as she sees incriminating evidence. Is there anything that catches them as heroes? I think by the time they were hiding.
Yeah, they were hiding by the time she came out and started taking pictures.
Okay.
So
But it has the monster going across the river.
it has the back of Thesis walking towards the river, and then probably like a picture of him walking into the river, and then some pictures of like the hole in the wall, and there's like some slime around that hole and stuff. Slime on the ground. You know.
Lina in the group chat, just like, what do we do about this? Do you gotta go, author?
No. Yes, actually, it sounds like. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Uh-oh. You can roll investigation, maybe, to take a closer look at these pictures and see if you see anything incriminating.
Yeah, that would be good.
It's a capture code.
Okay. Oh, come on, Lina. You've been rolling not great. Can you try not to do a little better? That would be great.
Come on, Lina, get good.
Get calm, you motherfucker. Okay, let's see. Her investigation is +5, I think.
Hello, I'm good for a while.
Okay.
Yay!
+4.
Lina is looking through the pictures that Allison took at the dance.
That is a
that's
6.
a 6.
She's not doing well. I think she's like sending out a mayday in the group chat. She's like, I am not processing what I'm looking at. Help.
Yeah. Like, most of the pictures were taken in the dark. You don't see any photos of you or any of the others, especially not in superhero form. The only, like, figure in any of these pictures is, Thesis himself, and then there's, like, maybe one that's got, like, Perspicuity's hand as he tries to shoot Allison back inside while she's taking pictures of the wall.
Could Nikola, beeline over to be backup?
Sure. Yeah. As you head
Hey,
over, Oh, hi, Nikola.
What you got there?
Oh, it's the pictures I took outside the gym. I'm having Lina take a look over them.
Oh, can
I
I
think
see?
the levels probably need to be adjusted just so that we can see more, but it has the monster heading towards the river. She smiles stiffly.
And what? Is that party guy in a weird outfit?
I have no idea. I looks at Allison, knowing better than for Allison to fall for this. I don't think so.
And Alice shakes her head. No, I don't think. If that was an outfit, it would have taken way too long to put on and take off for how long Party Guy was gone. Like, I think this was a real monster, you guys.
Lina
Well,
is
that's all
so
zombie
torn.
strange.
And Author, you can have Nikola roll investigation if you want to see if there's anything incriminating in these photos.
Yes, please. Investigation is +5. Can I use dice?
Sure. Just like type out in the chat what you get.
Got a 24.
Holy shit. Yeah. With a 24, Nikola, you looking through these photos, they are taken in the dark. And, like, Lina saw, like, there's no photos of anyone in, like, their superhero disguise, nobody, like, fighting Thesis. But I will say with a 24, like, some of these photos might not be immediately incriminating, but might, you know, depending on who looks at them, might draw some suspicions. I think there's some photos of, like, slime on the ground from where you guys were fighting Thesis, where there might be, you know, some strange footprints and, you know, shadowy dark marks in the ground. And I think maybe in one of the later photos, you can kind of see just like the edge of like Lina's foot poking out from a bush where she was hiding.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah, I think they kind of like. Gosh, these are really something. I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer, but you're sure you saw what you saw, Allison, right?
What, that I saw a big monster attacking the school? Of course. You saw it too, right?
You said to take pictures, Nikola.
If
That's
you
out of
want to
character.
try and convince her otherwise, you can roll persuasion.
Want to roll for gaslight?
Cat is shaking his head in the group chat.
They're mostly. They don't. Here's the thing. They don't want to gaslight her, but they are just like, these can't go to print.
Does Nikola share what he saw in the group chat?
Yeah.
Alina says, I could try to edit those parts out.
Yeah, Lina has like oversight of the thingy,
Mm-hmm.
doesn't she?
Yeah, like Lina. I forget what position exactly Lina has at the school paper.
I think she started the club. I think she's treasurer of the student council, but I think in the newspaper club she's in charge of it.
Yeah, so like she probably has final say over which of these photos go to print and, you know, where in the paper they are, what editing is applied. So like the suspicious scuffle one probably wasn't going to make the first page no matter what, but like she has a good amount of say in which of these photos go out.
Okay.
Yeah, I think she's going to mention that, and like she'll basically be like, okay, we got to be careful. We got to be careful because we can't like. Allison's smart. There's a reason why she's in the club. If we push it too far, she'll dig more.
Yeah, I think that in that case, Nikola will be like, well, I guess you two are the reporters, not me. I'm sorry, it's just kind of hard to tell what's what in these photos.
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure that I can bring up the levels and, fix the lighting a little bit to see things. Lina mentally like, I'm getting rid of the incriminating stuff.
Meanwhile, Allison eagerly nodding. Oh yeah, you've definitely worked your magic with some of our other photos in the past, like that April issue. Um like you did a really great job. Uh now I'm trying to think of what the fuck being the April issue. Like you did a really great job bringing out that photo of like the school janitor like secretly throwing the recycling into the same dumpster as the trash in the middle of the night. Like I'm sure if anyone can get these photos cleaned up, it's Lina.
Lina like, oh right, I did do that mentally.
That is a thing that happened in my past that I remember doing.
Egad, how could he?
Does Bronson even recycle?
I mean, it looks good for the brand.
Yeah. But is it all a conspiracy? I'm joking.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lina just like says, "All right, don't forget to send those to me. She's like, "Don't forget to send the originals to me, Allison."
Negatives.
Send me
And
all of your
Allison-
evidence.
Allison
all your evidence.
nods. Oh yeah, it's the school camera. So it's the school paper's camera. So I'll be bringing it to the paper office on Monday for sure.
Yeah. I could work over it over the weekend if you wanted to just hand it over.
Make sure you
Yeah.
don't look at any of the photos too closely.
This is a totally normal thing that they've done before. Lina usually works on things over the weekend.
Mhm. I mean that does very much fit with Lina, so I feel like you don't even have to roll persuasion. Allison's just like, "Oh yeah, that would be great. Then we could get the paper out even earlier. People are gonna want to know
maybe
about
we can
this."
do it on a we can do a Monday edition.
Mhm. So yeah, she's.
I'll send you something over on Sunday to look over. No rush on the article if you don't want to, but I'll try to get the pictures ready by then.
And Allison nods, and you are good to leave with the camera.
She immediately puts it in her hammer's and sighs with relief. She wants to go melt back in the closet. She won't, but oh my gosh, this is so stressful. She's like, I
One
probably
problem.
could not convince people that that's a blue-footed movie.
One problem mostly solved.
Mostly solved. She still has to edit it, but like lots of people saw that and they have to think about how to like swing the story and be like, it was going across the river.
Supper's ready. So I need to jet for a little while.
Yeah, we have been playing
Alright.
for an hour, so it's probably okay to take a short break. And yeah, if
Yeah.
that's okay with Sen.
Works for me.
Awesome.
We'll be
Now
back in a
time
bit.
to like
I'll try to be back within like a half hour. Does that work?
Sure.
works for me. I can put on some food, have some breakfast.
All right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
See you guys.
See ya.
Wait.
Alright, and
Yep.
we're back. Let me just check my OBS real quick. Yes, we are back.
And mine's good too.
Woo! So, we are, back from break.
Welcome back.
Hello.
Lina has stuffed a camera full of incriminating evidence in her hammer space to edit later.
Good for her.
And probably show my brain
Birdkill?
is blanking. Yes. My brain was just like about to say the word and then it was like Control Alt Delete. In task. Roadkill the pictures, so it's just like, hey, you should know that if you see this monster, it's not good.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it dissolved in the river.
You did not see it dissolve. It went into the river. What it
enough.
did in the river, you don't know.
Yeah, it has the heavy implication of crossing the river back to ill will. We don't know that for certain, but it felt that way. At least
Yeah.
Alina.
I mean, it got to our side of the river from Illwillville somehow, so like, it's probably not water soluble.
Maybe it walks on the bottom of the river. Like,
Speaking of Brittany, she's probably like she's busy desperately keeping the badminton team and the track team from
All out
getting
war.
into an argument which will spread to the rest of the party.
Oh boy.
Could Nikola like just passively pick up on
Oh
what
yeah.
he's doing and then try to sabotage her social engineering?
Oh, absolutely. Cat
oh no.
like Cat who has been in Cat who got a 27 in the middle of the party for knowing things is just beaming like, so this person and that person have beef, and like just dropping all the information in the group chat, and Lina, who actually has any kind of social skills, can make use of
Nikola,
it.
Brittany has far less reasons not to kick you out than she does for party guy. Keep that in mind.
Well, here's the thing, they're not going to do anything overt. They're just going to very lightly put their drink down a couple inches to the right so that someone's elbow knocks it over and like spills a couple drops on someone else's dress, and they turn around, and when they're looking over towards that person, they see another person on the other side of them, like just
I
they're Rube
swear.
Goldberging your social.
If you accidentally
You-
final destination someone,
You are going to have to roll for this, but by God, I don't know what it would be. Sleight of hand.
Can
Sleight
I
of hand?
roll perception to
Yes.
see this, or sleight of hand myself to mage hand that cup to not spill?
Perception
God.
first to see if you can see what's going on, and then you can try sleight of hand.
Sure
That's a
thing.
+2 to sleight of hand, so that is a 19.
20.
Yeah,
Spot.
Brittany can see just barely. Nikola's doing something, and you're not sure what, but that sure is something that they're doing.
it's Nikola.
I mean, they'll make eye contact. They're like, come stop them.
Why does it feel like a cat where it's like makes eye contact with you, knocks cup over?
Yeah, she absolutely will. Could I mage hand then and just oh, look at that. The cup's shadow just sort of stops it from tipping over that little extra bit.
Sure. Yeah. Probably sleight of hand to make that subtle enough that no one sees it. It's probably not a
Could
high
I-
DC, but
Crit
Alright.
fail, and it
Could-
gets launched directly into someone's face.
Could I reason my spell modifier since this is using a spell?
yes.
All right, sweet. Mod is okay. There it is. 1d20. That's not a 20. Oops.
So the thing about a
Oh.
20 is it has a 2 and then a 0.
27. Yeah, this is so stealthy. Nobody in the room but you and Nikola even realizes this cup might have tipped. Like, no one notices this cup at all as it, like, tips a little and then corrects itself. You got away with that one.
Nikola, you have a message beamed into your mind. Hold on. If I have to kick all of you out, I will.
Okay.
They kind of do the what? I can't. Like they gesture towards their ear. What? I don't.
You
Nikola,
bitch.
you can hear Brittney pulling out. You can see Brittney pulling out her phone.
And they are not going to check their phone because that would be incredibly rude at a celebration such as this. And they are going to just walk
you thought she was
conspicuously.
going to contact you.
Hold on. Nikola is now going to walk conspicuously around the room and do like little like place a deck of cards down, pick something up, put it in a different spot. None of this has any like purpose to it. They just want Brittney to be focused on them.
Well,
Brittney
while
can
they
see
while they're
that you're
doing that,
pulling some shit.
Cat's gonna use his role as party guy and his 27 before of knowing everything to deliberately just like, oh hey, have you, person who fucking hates this guy, met this guy? Just like slyly introduce people under the guise of party guy, making party friends.
What if he accidentally makes world peace?
Yeah. Hey, listen. If you're getting introduced to someone by party guy, like you don't like them, but the party guy introduced you to them. Are you going to be the one to cause a scene in front of party guy?
Question. Did you roll for chaos, and if you fail, you accidentally like solve beef?
Absolutely.
Zen, is
Cat-
that okay?
I don't know what
Cat
the
gets-
roll is the problem.
Flat
Like-
20.
Persuasion, maybe?
That would also be a flat 20.
Roll a flat 20 then, I guess.
I hope you fail.
Crit fail, and I just like solve a generations long feud.
Bronson has other issues now. The next generation understands how to cooperate.
15.
Oh damn!
I'm a little
Uh,
disappointed
Can
I
I
rolled so
silvery
well.
barbs that?
Sure.
I don't want you
Wait.
to succeed in this either.
Can Nikola running interference affect this in any way?
Yeah, I would say that Nikola
Mhm.
running interference probably would have something.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll
silvery-
say you can roll at disadvantage, Lordly. Whether that's because of Nikola helping or Brittney silvery barbsing it. That would, if doing silvery barbs would give
9.
Brittney advantage. 9. Okay, I feel like that goes, like, some of the people you introduce are being polite for politeness' sake, but some of them absolutely are, the second you turn your back, starting to, like, get a bit mad at each other.
Okay, so I imagine after Brittney sends like a quick text to some security guys with a picture of Nikola and the instructions to get this fellow off the premises.
Oh no!
Nikola
she
is immediately going to go over and talk to party guy.
Well, time for Brittney to run interference, deal with some situations.
I hate to admit it, but Brittney would be a baller babysitter.
She would, but she wouldn't.
She would
Fucking
never, but
not.
she'd be upsettingly good at it, though.
Yeah, she really would.
It's
Cat
the
will-
Christmas war.
Cat will greet Nikola by name, indirectly fucking rocketing Nikola's, social capital through the fucking roof. Just fucking party guy knows Nikola? How does he know the new kid? Oh,
How did you know the guy from the boonies?
is the hick secretly cool?
I mean, he is
Alright.
dating Lina.
Are you guys going to, while Brittney is diffusing situation, are you guys gonna try to leave the room and go snooping?
Cat's going to stay here very visibly and just gonna kind of keep trying to fan the flames because like party guy is the last person Brittney can afford to throw out.
Is Nikola going to be thrown out of the premises if they move away from party guy?
I mean, the guards don't. I don't think the guards are as like aware of the social hierarchy. Like if they find you, I guess they'll just ask you to leave.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the guards do not respect the authority of party guy, I don't think. So, whether or not you stay near party guy, if the guards find you, you're out.
Well,
Fair enough.
remember that this is like a masquerade after party, so people just have different masks. So if Nikola just trades their mask with someone drunk, totally different person now.
True, true. Do you want to try that, Nikola?
Sure. They'll see if anyone's left their mask on a table.
Roll investigation.
15?
Yeah, I'd say with a 15, you see a couple of people have taken their masks off and left them lying around. So you have a couple masks you could pick from. There's like a very glittery blue one. There's like one that looks like kind of like stained glass that's been covered in like reflective foil. And then there's like a plain white one that someone bought from the craft store and didn't finish decorating in time.
Can they grab all three so that if Brittney does this again, they can switch masks?
Yes.
Hell yeah, they're gonna stick with the glittery one for now.
Okay.
What you need to do also is offload the mask onto someone who's not wearing a mask, so security grabs them, so their "what the fuck did I do" outburst will like also get people going. We are going to raise this, general discontent into a rolling boil. This is going to turn into a teenage riot.
Oh no.
Sure, they'll see if someone looks like they might be in need of a mask.
Teenage Riot was my favorite 2000s pop band song.
I'll keep
Yeah.
your 15 and say that there are like a group of kids, group of teens in the corner without masks on. So
Yeah,
you could
they're
try.
just like, oh, do you someone lent me one of theirs. I got a spare if you want.
Roll persuasion.
Can I
Thank
roll
you, I will.
perception again to spot this tomfoolery?
Yes.
All right.
So that's a 23.
I'll go ahead and use my advantage from Silvery Bar.
Can I run interference on Brittney?
Lina's in the background, not noticing any of this shit.
Oh
Okay,
boy.
17. Can I spot the mask swapping?
I think so. With a 23, Nikola is able to convince someone to take their mask, and they put it on. With a 17, Brittney spots that some people in the corner are swapping masks, but
All
and that
right.
one of them is wearing Nikola's mask, but I'm debating on whether it's funny if Brittney does not recognize Nikola wearing a new mask.
Absolutely.
So like someone is passing around Nikola's mask, and you know that Nikola is
Okay.
not wearing their mask now, but you don't realize that that's Nikola.
Okay, so she knows that whoever currently has Nikola's mask is not Nikola, so okay. Then she will send another text to the guards. Tell them to pause the search. She will, I guess, in the background while she's, still doing her hostess routine, will be sort of
putting out fires Cat has been setting. Just sort of like,
and trying to figure out who is Nikola. If she can't find him based on mask, then I guess she'll have to find him based on thoughts.
Oh boy. So this might be a good time for Nikola to sneak out of the room.
Yeah, I think they will.
oh, speaking of brainwaves, Cat is going to like DM Lina with like the plan of, oh yeah, we're fucking with people to try and distract them so we can run away around.
Make sure you
Sort
warn her first.
No, it's
the
okay.
group chat.
The connection's been open, so we're good. But thank you.
Yeah.
Lina is just like talking to Allison and the rest of the news people to try to see what people know. And just gets that and freezes for a second and is just like, why?
the touch of Cat's thoughts just leave a mental impression of shenanigans.
Heavy sigh. Just mental thumbs up.
Just mental image of Lena being like, all right, picks up Alice and throws her into the crowd. Riot!
Just Lena's I think Lena's gonna suggest body surfing to Party
Hell
Guy.
yeah. Oh, hell yes.
Oh
God.
boy.
This is so silly. I love this.
This is great.
Given that
I'm
we
drawing
have
some.
like a half hour, Nikola, do you want to roll stealth to get out of the room?
Sure.
Is
Alright,
anyone
can I
else
roll
going to? Yes, you can roll perception to try to spot,
All right.
but it's going to be at disadvantage because you have
Fair
been
enough.
so occupied by all these fires to put out.
All right, roll to beat is 16.
Alrighty. 16.
Oh, what's your modifiers?
Meets it, beats
Nikola.
Beats it, beats it.
Meets it, beats it.
My
All right.
modifier. Oh, okay.
If we're doing pizza, I don't know. I'll go along with it.
I mean,
So
I mean, when
Nick.
is your mod?
I think Brittney
I mean,
is.
my mod's a +5.
Yeah, so
Okay,
you
yeah.
would win either way. So I feel like Brittney, you might hear the door closing, but you don't see anyone coming or going. And Nikola, you have made it out into the hallway. Where do you want to go?
Nikola Lewis in the Bronson building.
And is anyone else going to come with Nikola, or are you staying in the after party room?
Now that Nicola's out, I just had this mental image. Cat turns to the first person he can see, pats him on the shoulder, your party guy now, and then just stealth to leave.
Who jumps out a window.
I feel like the stealth check for party guy to leave would be much higher because everyone is watching.
15 do it? Consider, it'd be funny.
It would be funny, but let's have Brittney roll perception again.
Sure.
Come on, crit fail, baby.
Oh.
Aw.
So Brittney notices Cat leaving the room. Which might be for the
Okay.
good considering what he's been doing, so.
That's one headache off her mind, and another one immediately added when she realizes, oh, I knew it. I knew they were gonna do this. They would pull some horse piss like this.
It's just like, she's just like, oh, thank God, Cat's gone. Oh, fuck, Cat's in the building.
There's a
It's
cat
what-
loose in the Bronson Tower.
In the hospital.
I guess last thing she checks is where is Lina right now?
Lina is being well behaved,
Okay.
but is talking to Allison.
Well, I mean, hey, club matters are club matters. Brittney, uh, okay, Brittney will then contact the tower guards again and inform them that some party goers have left the after party and are are likely now wandering Bronson Tower unsupervised. Find them.
Oh boy. The pressure is on. So, Nikola and Kat, where are you guys gonna go? Are you staying together? Splitting up?
Staying together is probably a good idea.
Makes
Mhm.
sense.
I would appreciate it.
Yeah,
So.
less party splitting.
Mhm.
Also, note they have not left Lina alone in the room with her attacker. Shaun is definitely there.
Lina also doesn't know that she's in the room with her attacker, if it's any consolation.
Yup.
Oh
Nikola
boy.
does.
Yeah, I think Nicola's just like, alright, I would love to get a look at general files, but also at the testing areas.
Cat's just like, oh, I know where those are. Follow me. Because he has spent time in this tower.
Do you know where any more classified testing areas might be?
I would say probably not, because while he is a venti boy, Bronson Tower vents are probably less easily traversed to super secret areas than, the high schools.
It is also
there
a
any
huge building, so navigating from an area where you can get into the vents to an area that is secret but accessible by vents would be take some time.
Did
Yeah.
Brittney make the vents in the penthouse smaller on purpose?
I would not put it past
I
her.
don't think she has that authority, but I wouldn't be surprised if Bronson did.
Just got sick of her weird friend sneaking in there.
Additionally, I would love to know if this place has a basement.
Does not appear to.
On the directory.
Yeah. I'm
I say
figuring that
having no clue of Zen's like, this is all that we have.
I figure Zen would be like, tell us there was a basement if there was a basement.
You have
I'm
seen
more
the
wondering if
publicly
there's an-
accessible directory. You have
Say again?
also I said you have seen the publicly accessible directory. The document I gave you is like posted in the lobby. Those are the floors and designations that are like available to all the public. You also, I am assuming, took the elevator to get up to the 7th floor where the party room is, and you did not see any buttons marked basement.
It's Nicola's not like, oh, we need to know where the brooms are. They're more like, what if there's a secret basement full of secret things?
If you want to try looking for it, tell me what you're doing.
I would say that the proprietary product development space is probably where they'd keep stuff, because like he's a corporate overlord. If he's keeping things secret, he's keeping things secret in the place where he makes secret things for the sake of selling them, probably.
Fair, they're first.
Alright, how are you guys getting there?
Cat looks at Nikola. So, how comfortable are you climbing 47 floors in the vents?
I think I'm about to get a lot less comfortable with the idea. I'm going to be honest, but here we go.
We could also probably take the elevator. It's just that's probably surveilled and
Vince, it
logged.
is.
Cat will walk over to the nearest vent covering, kick it open, and clamber in.
Nikola will follow.
Alright. Cat at this point has like proficiency in vent travel, I'm gonna say, but Nikola, you are going to have to roll athletics or acrobatics to navigate the vents.
Oh boy. Okay, which is better? I go to look. Acrobatics is slightly better. That's a 12.
Oh boy. So I will say you are doing okay at like crawling along through the vents on the same floor, but when you get to the part where you need to like climb up the like sheer up and down metal vent to get to the next highest floor, that's not working out so well for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real. I don't know what to do with this one.
Can Cat, like, provide aid somehow? Just sort of reach down and pull them up?
You could do the help action, or you could roll athletics to try to lift them.
Help action, because Cat's athletics is bullshit.
I know this. So try
Alright.
rolling again, author.
Alright, that's an 18.
Alright, so with Cat's help, you do manage to make it up to the next floor, and continue on your journey until you make it to, I will say, floor 11, the lowest of the proprietary research spaces, which is still, like 4 floors of climbing through vents. But let's not push your luck just yet.
We have a whole lot more dangerous rolls to make.
Mm-hmm. So, as you climb out of the vents, do you want to make a perception check, both of you?
Alrighty. Oh, incidentally, while climbing through the vents, Cat will put on one of his masks. Not his regular mask, though. Because that's tempting fate, probably.
Is it his gas mask for smog?
I want to say yes, but that's also probably a bad idea, giving Bronson, gasp, these horrible mutants have invaded my business. Spies!
So it's another totally unrelated mask.
Can
has a lot.
Nikola be wearing a lobster mask? Because they stole some.
I
And I
mean,
want to be mean to author.
I guess it could be. How is that mean to author?
They're from Maine.
Listen here, you little shit.
Hi.
I did say it was glittery and blue, so it could be like a blue lobster. Who knows?
Is it a horseshoe crab?
Lobsters can be blue.
Lobsters can be blue. They can be
I
all
point
kinds
out
of
the
fun
fact-
colors.
I'm gonna make fun of author for knowing more about lobsters than I do.
Aren't lobsters, like, blue most of the time and only turn red when they're cooked?
No,
Correct.
they're.
Thank you, Tallest.
Are they? I thought
That's
like
Lordly.
blue wraps.
think
I
there's-
thought blue lobsters were like rare, even when they're like alive. I've definitely seen alive red lobsters, like the lobster tank at the grocery store. They're all red. Anyway,
They're usually
Yeah,
more of a
blue lobsters
brownish.
are-
They just turn that like really distinctive red when you cook them. Unless I think there's a couple of varieties that are like bright colors, but like a brownish gold, brownish blue is actually pretty typical.
Blue lobsters are like 1 in like a million.
We are getting wildly off topic.
Oh,
We can
wait, no, 1 in 2 million, according to quick Google search.
we can discuss
Oh, like
lobster
the bright blue
coloration
lobster?
at
Bright
different
blue
times.
lobsters are different.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking
What-
of.
What's
They
what's
do
the
have
normal
those.
blue lobster?
It's like mostly like kind of brownish, but with a little bit of blue on it.
Damn,
Well,
I
then
guess
that's not a blue lobster. That's a brown lobster.
I guess you guys
I'm
really don't want to
sorry.
know what's in these labs. Damn.
Yeah, let's keep on talking
Lobsters.
about lobsters.
I am so sorry, Zen. Yes,
You're
they are
rolling
wearing a blue
perception.
lobster mask.
Incidentally, I rolled 21 for that perception you asked,
Yes,
Mr. Wrong.
I did see
Oh
that.
shit, yes. 7.
7, okay. We'll start off. Nikola, what you can see, you emerge into a hallway. It's pretty dimly lit. It looks like, a typical sort of office hallway. Linoleum tile, a lot of doors. Only like dim lighting along the floor. Cat, you are far more used to seeing in dim lighting like this. So, you can make out, first and most importantly, you don't see guards on this floor. You do see some security cameras, but they seem to be pointed mostly at like the stairwells and the entrances to various doors. So coming out of the vent into the hallway, you have not been caught on camera yet.
That's security oversight.
And, well, you'll have to deal with it if you try to go into any of these rooms. Out in the hallway, there isn't really anything of note. But you can, make out some of the labels on the doors that you pass. So you can see, like, focus group rooms labeled A through, like, F. And you can see, there's, like, I'm checking my notes. There's like there's the focus group rooms, and then at the end of the hallway you see a room that's got like a key card reader that is labeled Greenhouse Delta.
I will convey all this information to fucking Nikola. Sorry, brain function.
Thanks, I can't see shit. I don't know how you do this with this mask all the time.
Practice.
What do you mean practice? 70% of my vision is not there. I think I have glitter in my eyes.
Sounds like a skill issue.
Hey, did you consider getting good?
Elbows him.
Sort of. Oh, and that reminds me, I could have done this earlier. I completely forgot I could. I cast Pass Without Trace. Now me and Nikola will roll stealth checks with a plus. I think it's 10?
Yeah, it's a +10.
Oh, nice.
Damn.
That is a good idea. So yeah, having seen that, you don't necessarily need stealth to traverse the hallway, but if you were to approach any of the rooms, you would have to contend with the cameras. What would you like to do here?
Do we want to destroy the cameras? Or do we want to try and leave no trace?
It's probably better to leave no trace if we can. Question.
Mm-hmm.
The spell Hex.
Let's see. Let me Google Hex. Place a
think it only works
curse
on
on a
people.
creature you can see
Yeah.
within
Ah,
range. So I don't think you can hex the cameras.
Stare at my spell list. Not really, I must say, made for leaving not a trace.
Yeah. Cats is slightly more inclined, but it's sort of like they're like, other than pass without trace, it's just like, yeah, they would probably come to investigate a big fucking billowing cloud appearing out of nowhere.
Wait. I have Unseen Servant.
Ooh.
Mm.
Could I use Unseen Servant to turn off all the cameras? Like it was like a power glitch.
Let me.
You'd probably need to know where the security station was and send it there.
Yeah, let me check.
An unseen servant only goes so far.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, does it require, let me see.
So it can't be further than 60 feet away from you, and it can do simple tasks. So if there was a button on the wall that said press here to turn all the cameras off, that would work, but as it stands, the cameras like do not have obvious off switches. So like it would not be able to switch the cameras off from the hallway, one, let alone synchronize.
Would it be able? Would it be able to open the doors from inside though? Because like a lot of key reader doors have like
that it could
key reader
do.
on the outside.
So it could open the door from the inside for you.
Well, that's helpful. Still gotta get through the door undetected though.
Consider we're really freaking sneaky at the moment.
I mean, yeah, we could just say fuck it.
If anyone asks, we're just party goers who got really lost.
Really lost.
What? Why are we in the secure areas? I don't know.
Pretend
How
to-
come all the doors were open?
Pretend to be drunk.
How did you get in? I don't know. The doors were open.
Oh, where are the cops?
Come back with a warrant. I mean, to be fair, Bronson is the police, so probably pretty easy, but
Alright, Nikola will cast Unseen Servant. And telekinetically open the doors.
All right. Which doors are you opening?
What are my options again?
There are 6 focus group rooms, and there is Greenhouse Delta.
Let's try
all of them.
Greenhouse Delta first.
All right. So you summon your unseen servant and instruct it, and or whatever telekinetic, however we're going to justify this by means of mutant powers instead of magic. And
I'm basically figuring it's just telekinetic force.
Yeah, that was what I was imagining.
Yeah, and the door to Greenhouse Delta pops open.
Alright, are we going for it stealthily?
And so we sneak.
Alright.
Alright, roll stealth.
Stealth plus 10, remember?
Oh my god. I got a 17 on the die.
Oh my gosh, way
The
to
minimum,
go.
that's a 20. I get a +5 too. So that's okay. 17 plus 5 is 22. Plus another 10.
I got a
It's 32?
32. Oh, I also got a 32.
Oh, you both got 32? Yeah. I'll say, yeah, Cat has seen the camera over the door. You guys can both easily slink around the camera's field of view and into the room.
Cat does the limbo underneath it.
Oh, that's what we're doing. Okay.
He had practice.
That's why he set up the limbo before. He knew he needed the practice.
And I'm picturing Nikola as a UPA and can basically just stick to the wall.
Yeah, you know how, like, I'm thinking of specifically of a Tom and Jerry cartoon where it's set in Egypt and they get, like, smushed into the wall and do a chase scene through the hieroglyphics.
I do not know, but I
Nice.
can picture it from that description. Excellent. Yeah. So you are now inside the greenhouse. Roll another perception check.
I will, thank you.
I shall also.
Dirty 20.
23.
All right.
Oh, wait, shit. Then,
Oh, right, yes. I also put it in the wrong shirt.
It's fine. Back to my notes. Yeah, so as you enter this greenhouse, again, it's dimly lit by just like some safety lights at floor level. But you can see there are a lot of growing tables. There's like a hydroponic setup along one wall, growing various vegetables. The hydroponics has like some lettuce growing. The tables have some peppers, some broccoli. And it looks like there are various vegetables in here. And there are also like clipboards attached to each of the tables that have some notes on them that you could take a closer look at.
Nicola will take a look at the notes. This is their wheelhouse.
That it is. So, given their expertise with plants, Nikola can make sense of all of the botanical jargon in these notes. Basically, these are, this greenhouse is being used to test new cultivars and variants of various crops for, things like their hardiness, their taste, which conditions allow them to grow best. So that sort of thing.
Fair enough. Can they take a look around for anything that seems off? Anything that doesn't jibe with what makes sense in a space like this?
Sure.
The gallons and gallons of Zevo just bubbling in the fertilizer.
Of course not. It would be Catalyst V for one.
You can roll investigation.
Thank you. I think I... The 16 on the die? Why did I click away from my friggin' 21.
21. Okay. So, I will say you find like a little, fairly sizable closet off the main room that's got some gardening tools. You find like spare supplies of soil and fertilizer. And overall, you don't see anything that you would consider out of the ordinary for plant gardening. I mean, it's a little bit cold and corporate for your tastes. Chemically made fertilizer instead of organic stuff, but it's like the normal chemically grown fertilizer. Like you could buy this in a gardening store anywhere in Wellspring City. Pretty much. It's not like glowing green or anything. So, nothing here looks too out of the ordinary.
Fair enough. What's Cat up to?
That is generally just wandering around the room. He doesn't know shit about plants.
Fair.
Well, no, he's a ranger. He actually probably does know shit about plants. Let me I'm just like, oh, he's a city kid. Like, he's a city kid with an extreme survival grandparent who taught him a lot, actually.
And sneaks around vents. Maybe there's
Yeah.
moss there.
Yeah. What do you think he eats when he's on his expeditions?
Oh my god.
Moss?
My guy, pack a fucking lunch.
I mean, honestly, knowing Cat, I'd be more surprised if he didn't eat mushrooms. But anyway,
Coffee and ramen. Sorta. Cat's going to roll nature to examine the plants in the greenhouse.
All
Just
right.
because he can. 9. Those sure are
9.
some green and leafy things, alrighty.
Yep, all the plants seem to be in pretty good shape. Some of these even look better than like the plants that your grandparent grows in their garden. So, which they probably wouldn't be happy to hear, but everything looks to be doing well, but not like supernaturally well. Like the broccoli is like full and green, but it's also not like 5 feet tall.
all
I
right.
am disappointed in these corporate evil experiments. I expected more bubbling goo.
I mean, I get the feeling that these are the normal corporate experiments. This is Greenhouse Delta. I'd be surprised if there weren't more.
Alpha and beta, at least. Shall we explore?
I think we shall.
Did we want to check out the rest of the things on this room? Rooms on this floor?
It's probably not a bad idea.
Investigation montage, go.
I will also say another stealth, though this can count for all of the other rooms on this floor.
Alrighty. I'm going to roll my stealth still at plus 17, so. I'm hoping I crit
Yep.
fail, just Icarus girl bossing too close to the sun.
Oh Jesus. Sorry, I got a 7 on the die, and I was like, oh no, and then I was like, wait, that's still a 22.
Oh my god! Pass without trace is so broken. 22,
really
25, yeah. You have no problem getting into the rest of these rooms. These look like, sort of normal meeting rooms. They're labeled focus group rooms A through F, and each of them has like a table that can seat like between 6 to 30 people, depending on the room. Some are bigger. And then, like a television for presenting slides, a podium for presenting ideas. But basically, when Bronson wants to do focus group testing for a new product and see what people think of it, this is the room where that would happen.
Cat has probably been in some of those rooms before. One imagines if one is doing focus groups, one grabs, one's daughter's friends because, hey, that sure is a free kid to go in the child focus groups.
Yeah, he probably has been in some of these before.
Can Nikola take a look around for like secret passages, hidden doorways, that kind of shit?
You can.
Expect it will not be an overabundance in the focus group ones, but while we're here.
Yeah, just like which parts of the floor are you searching? The focus groups, the lab, anywhere else? The hallway? Like,
I think they'll probably do the focus group rooms and the lab.
okay.
Actually, they'll start particularly with the lab.
Yeah, or the greenhouse rather. Yeah.
So 22.
22. Yeah. Like you look around for like hidden panels in the walls, maybe try pulling some hooks in the storage closet, but no secret passages here.
Next floor. They're looking at Cat.
Pardon? Sorry. Brain zoomed out for a second there.
I hug. Nicola's like, well, I don't find any secret passages or anything, but can always try the next floor.
Next floor. And Cat will beeline to the vents again. Boy likes vents.
He sure
Nikola will
does.
follow.
When the cat says he's venting, this it's not what people think.
I
Did someone say?
Oh boy. Getting your use out of this one today.
It's a good sound effect.
It really is.
So if you guys are going on to the next floor, I will need from author another athletics acrobatics check for maneuvering in the vents.
I will also give the help action if needed.
Good, because that was a nat one.
Oh no!
That was a nat, so help action. Thank you. Alright, that's better. That's a 14.
Somewhat
Alright.
better.
So a 14, I think you're starting to struggle a little bit. You've already climbed several floors and now you've looked through a bunch of rooms. You're getting a little, it's getting late, you're getting a little tired, but you managed to climb up through the vent onto the next floor. And roll perception again, both of you.
Alrighty. I love
11.
I love how much sneaking around and looking at things we do in this campaign, because Cat is just built for both of those.
He
Good.
19.
Alright. So again, Nikola doesn't see so much on this floor. It looks about the same as the last floor. The number of doors is different in their layout. And Cat can see, with the 19, can again read like the actual labels on the doors and see like so you have rooms labeled advertising focus group room, advertising think tank, packaging and marketing. I'm gonna put in a room labeled color theory.
Oy vey.
So yeah, it looks like the rooms on this floor are focused on selling the product and optimizing that. There are, again, cameras pointed at the doors to the rooms, but only the doors to the rooms and, like, the doors to the stairs and elevator.
normal business in my Bronson Tower.
So, if I was an evil evil fucking corporate mastermind, inverted commas, billionaire, I would probably stick all my evil science behind the most boring sounding doors.
I mean, it's worth a shot.
Alright.
Also, I'm suggesting that we leave all of the doors we've been through wide open so we can just say, like, we are just two teens who got lost in the building and all the doors were open for some reason. Isn't that wacky?
Oh, goodness. Alright, you guys wanna poke around this floor? Roll a stealth.
24.
Also 24.
Alright, and which rooms do you want to go to first?
Excuse me,
Um,
25.
oh, you just have to outdo me, huh?
I'm so sorry. Um,
Hmm.
I think Nikola would like to roll an investigation on the hallway first.
Sure.
Same deal as looking for trapdoors and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Secret passages.
It's a 15.
I was about to be like, man, I wish we had a rogue. I'm the rogue.
And you are stuck in the
Why
party
did we
room.
leave the rogue behind?
She's a lower level than y'all.
She is.
We need to have like a training boot camp episode for
I'm sure we
Another one.
will. So with a 15, yeah, again, you try poking some stuff. You don't see from the hallway any sort of secret passages or hiding spots or anything like that. Looks like
Alrighty.
just as normal as a corporate office slash testing space can be.
You know what? I'm starting to think he's not keeping his secrets in these corporate testing offices. The bastard.
I mean, I feel like I'm torn, right? Because, like, we know they're somewhere. And, like, most of this building is very conveniently labeled. Which it needs to be in order to function, right? So I'm just. I'm wondering what the best way is to get at the stuff that he can't label because it's fucking horrendous.
Well, the only thing I can think of is like secret elevator floors.
Wait a second. We've been spending all of this time in the vents. Can we count the floors?
You can try. You can call the elevator and take a look. You haven't really explicitly been in the elevator.
I think they mean like looking for spaces between the floors.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Yeah, I think if Cat Will is amenable to it,
That's amenable to a lot of things.
Nikola wants to go like reference the directory in the elevator and then like stick their head in the vents and like see how far down they go, see how far up they go, and see if there's anything that looks weird in the vents.
If Nikola is asking Cat to climb up and down an elevator shaft, know that they are fulfilling one of Cat's dreams since he was a child. He had to promise his grandparent that he would never ever climb through an elevator shaft without a good reason to do it. He considers literally anyone asked me to do it a very good reason.
Oh boy.
Finally, this day has come.
Party guy. Full circle somehow.
Yeah, Nicola's gonna be like, okay, there looks like. I pull up the actual directory that you gave us. Looks like there's 24 floors, including the penthouse.
I will say the
Um,
penthouse is actually 2 floors, so there's 25.
25. Um, can you go just make sure that the count's not more than 25?
Cat salutes and just like goes to live his best life.
Please
How,
be careful.
Cat, you're gonna have to give me a little more detail on what you are doing and or trying to do here.
Okay, so like typically an elevator will have like a roof access panel for like fucking repair and stuff, like maintenance. So Cat is just going to reach up and open it because he's
Okay,
really bloody tall.
hang on. You guys are not in the you guys are in the hallway. You would have to
Oh.
call the elevator and get into the elevator. Please do this
Yeah.
explicitly. There is a camera pointing at the elevator doors.
He will do this. Sorry, yes.
Okay. So, if you guys want to get onto the elevator, it might be a good idea to telekinetically call it and then sneak on.
So actually what Cat might do is climb back down to the party floor so he can be seen on that camera getting into that elevator.
Okay. Will Nikola climb back down with him?
Wants to take another look at these labs. Fine, they'll go with Cat. I want to split the party.
Any further than it's already been split.
Yeah. So don't worry, if we find the secret laboratory, then like, you know, we don't need to look through the rest of their evil labs.
Alright. If Nicola's climbing back down, another acrobatics or athletics check to descend safely.
17.
Alright. That will do it.
Poor Nikola just crawling out of the vents, just like, I never want to go in there again.
They're actually like, I hope we get to do that again because they feel like every time they stop going in a direction, like on the other side of the door they decided not to open was like dinosaurs in big vats being grown or something. Like,
Yeah. I can say that. So anyway, Cat will get onto an elevator so his exit from the tower can be tracked somewhat.
Okay. Do you want to roll perception or investigation in the elevator?
Yes, I do. I will roll the one that I'm better, which is perception.
I'm so sorry, Lina.
Lina needed a break. I'm good. I'm drawing stupid things in the background to share with y'all
I
later.
got a nat one.
Oh
Oh,
boy.
fun.
Okay.
That's just for perception.
Yeah.
Nicola's also in the elevator, yes?
Yes, but
Okay,
they're
so
being stealthy about it.
Nicola can also roll perception if in the elevator.
That's another 17.
Oh boy.
Thank God.
Okay. So, Cat, you've been in this elevator like hundreds of times in your life. It's an elevator. Nicola, this is a bit newer to you, so you're able to pick up on details. There is indeed some sort of access panel in the roof, though it looks like it requires a key, a maintenance key, so that not just anyone can get in there. There are buttons for 25 floors of the tower. However, you notice that only the buttons for the first 3 floors and the 7th floor are actually lit up. And next to all of the buttons for the floors, there is a security card reader.
We need to mug security.
Party guy, no.
I mean, they're already looking for you. It won't be that hard to find a guard.
Oh my god.
It
So,
won't be difficult.
Google. How are we doing on time, by the way?
I think we're fine.
I don't have any time restrictions. I think Tala is the one that
Like-
will need to.
I'll probably have to go by in like, ooh, yeah, coming out the half an hour mark.
Mm-hmm. But
alrighty.
if Brittney is occupied in the party room and you guys are sneaking about, we might be able to continue with the
Yeah, I don't
assumption.
think Brittany's like needed for the rest of the game. Unless you guys like want to feel like causing more shit in the party room. She's not gonna be leaving. She's still got a party to host.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we might be good to keep going for a while.
Hmm.
So, a plan has hatched itself in my brain. We mug a security guy, and Cat dons their outfit because, you know, he's tall enough to be an adult. It'd be believable. And then, uses his totally legitimate authority to be in places.
God.
Or we could just mug a security guy, take his card. Honestly, it's Nicola's call. Cat's just here for the shenanigans.
Probably the first one.
Oh, I should, before we go too far, I should note you do not see a camera in the elevator itself. There are cameras
very
at the
useful.
doors. There is not a camera in the elevator car itself.
Wait, so I'm sorry, could you say that one more time?
As you were looking around the elevator, you did not see a camera in the elevator itself. So you've seen previously cameras on each floor pointing at the elevator doors, but it looks like the elevator itself does not have any cameras in it.
Okay.
I mean, we do have a rogue. She could probably pick the lock.
Are you guys going back for Lina?
I mean, Lina and Nikola probably should be seen to leave the party at with one another, because they're dating. It looks bad for Nikola if he ditches her in the middle of the party and doesn't come back for her. That
True.
is going to get the rumor mill churning.
Verl has pointed out a good point, which is that cat can turn into smoke. So if you can find a gap, you could potentially.
Cat cannot completely do it. That'd be like he cannot become intangible. He does not have the ability for that yet. It is an ability he can get later, but not currently. Like that'd be like gaseous form or whatever.
I see. So, alas, you cannot. I'm just picturing now Cat like running towards the crack and smacking into it.
Yeah, it's like I'm willing to pull some mechanics bending with the fact he is partially made of smoke, but also if there is a spell that can literally do the thing, then I don't think I should be able to say, yeah, I can just do that.
Thank you for that. So yeah, your options being mug a security guy, knock out a security guy and take his uniform, or go fetch your rogue to try to pick the lock. Or a secret fourth thing that you will come up with.
I'm pro grabbing our rogue just because unsplit the party a little.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
God, mental image of fucking Nikola walking back into the party, just like, whoops, almost forgot this. Picking Lina up under their arms like a
Lina.
fucking handbag.
Surprise Pikachu face. Just,
Oh boy. Yeah, if you want to go back into the room, I'd say let's do it fast before Tala has to go and give Brittney a chance to catch you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm sorry, fellas. I think I'm kind of flagging. It's getting a little bit hard to concentrate.
Fair and valid.
So we
Yeah,
can
totally.
continue this a different time then.
Yeah, continue. Next time when we can also grab Shaun,
Yes.
like, completely unsplit the party insofar as the party can be unsplit, given one of our guys is off in a different town currently and another is against us.
Get as many people on this elevator problem as you can.
We're gonna just like mystery gang it.
Boy.
oh gosh.
Who needs
Well,
to
we
be
stealthy moves in a pack.
okay?
I've got past without trays. We're fine.
It has been a few hours, huh?
Lina, who is just a dude. Sorry, it feels like the JLA and then Batman, but Batman who is not Batman yet.
Robin.
Even Robin is better than Lina.
Oh no.
Lina's the guy in the chair who has some field experience.
Alright. So we will schedule a part 2 for elevator shenanigans. Thanks for playing, all who did. Thanks for listening, all who did or might in the future. Anything anyone else wants to say before I stop recording?
Have a
Thank you for a
wonderful
wonderful
Wellsprings day.
That escalated quickly.
And
Yippee!
yeah, thank you for running.
Elevated circumstances. Anyway,
Yeah.
bye.